Welcome, everybody, to our NFL pregame show today. I'm Andrew Simonson, joined by our NFL analyst, Zach Simonson, and 49ers insider, Chris Linney. As you can expect, we are going to be discussing this Week 1 matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The Niners are coming off of red-hot momentum from 2019, having just lost in the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs after leading them early in the game. The Arizona Cardinals struggled in 2019. However, the continued progression of Kyler Murray and the rest of their offense and defense continues to give them hope. So I open this question up to Zachary, and what do you expect out of the quarterback position, given the two talented quarterbacks that these two teams have?
Well, Drew, Kyler Murray coming off his impressive Rookie of the Year campaign is coming to his second season along with Coach Cliff Kingsbury. I only expect more production out of him. They've added weapons for him this offseason. He's going to be more comfortable as a professional. I can't wait to see what Kyler does in this game.
And Chris, what are your thoughts on the Niners?
Our offense is going to be good this year, led by Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. Our offensive line, we have McGlinchey, but other than that, we have issues that we need to attend to. Also, Trent Williams is a big signing in the offseason. Really excited to see him play this year. Also, George Kittle, absolute beast. Best tight end in the league. Changed my mind. And also, everybody else on offense, like Deebo Samuel, even though he's going to miss Week 1. Some of our other wide receivers, one of our draft picks for this year, Brandon Ayuk. I think he's going to be really good. And yeah, I can't wait to see what this Niners team does in this Week 1 matchup.
Chris briefly mentioned some of the other offensive weapons that San Francisco has. Zach, do you think you could give us some insight into what Kyler Murray's working with in Arizona?
Cliff Kingsbury went out and got Kyler a Ferrari this offseason, and his name is DeAndre Hopkins. The dude can go up and get any ball at 6'1" with some of the biggest hands in the league. Kyler must have been so happy to see that Cliff Kingsbury finally went and got him some help to pair alongside Christian Kirk. The offensive line's improved. It's only looking up here for the Cards. I think they have a great game tonight.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you could see potentially bringing down the Cardinals on that offense?
Running back play. Kenyon Drake's going to be in his first year as the fullback. He was used more of a complimentary back last season with David Johnson. I think that'll be a new role for him. I'll be interested to see how he adapts to that.
All right. Chris, what are your thoughts on some of the Niners' X factors on the offense and what to look for as we go into Week 1?
Just this offense, I think, is going to be pretty deadly this year. Our great young core of wide receivers, along with some of our better offensive running backs too, with Raheem Mostert, even though he wants out. I think he's going to play with us Week 1. And Tevin Coleman as well, great running back. Just overall, I just can't wait to see what the Niners do this year. It's going to be a fun year.
Well, the offense on both sides looks great, but every good offense is only helped by a great defense. And gentlemen, it's looking solid on both sides. So Chris, do you want to start us out with some Niners calls?
Okay, this Niners defense is probably one of the best defenses in the NFL by far. You got Nick Bosa, who I think is going to be a beast again this year. He's going to be an absolute monster. Eric Armstead, who signed that big contract, he could do well this year. Dee Ford, Quan Alexander, some of our free safeties like Tart, some of our corners like Sherman. Just everybody is going to be great. Akella Witherspoon is bad, but that we're not going to get into that. But yeah, I think we're going to be real good on defense this year. It's going to be a very good year.
Okay, and what do you say for the Cardinals, Zachary?
Well, there's a couple key weaknesses, specifically at cornerback. But one guy who a lot of people think was a sleeper to win Defensive Player of the Year last year, and I think he is this year, is Chandler Jones. He had an absolute monster year last year. Second in the NFL with 19 sacks, and get this, tied for first with 8 forced fumbles. Those are ridiculous numbers, Drew. I can't wait to see if he can recreate those.
It's hard to argue with any of that. And so we've talked a lot about how these defenses look individually. Zach, give us some pointers into how you think Kyler Murray can take advantage of some of this Niners defense, because the Niners defense does look pretty ferocious for a second-year quarterback to face.
Well, you got to beat them over the middle. And the offensive line's got to buy Kyler time. Those beasts on the front line, Bosa, and Fred Warner at linebacker. You got to watch out for those boys. Kyler's got to get the ball out quick to his receivers. I expect Kingsbury to do a great job of setting up plays for him.
And Chris, where do you think the Niners match up best in this game against the Cardinals?
Oh, the defense, for sure. Like, both defenses are going to be really good this year, despite the fact that the Niners have a very good secondary. But in this game, I see the Niners defense actually doing a really good job in stopping a really fast-paced Cardinals offense.
Well, gentlemen, this is a brand new season, and with this brand new season, as with pretty much anything in 2020, is coming with a lot of new changes. A lot of unpredictability is showing up because of the lack of fans and the lack of preseason. Which coach do you think, Zach, is going to take advantage better of the lack of preseason?
I would probably lean more towards the Niners and Kyle Shanahan. I think he's got a great zone run system already in place. Trent Williams, he's a vet. He's been in the league forever. You just plug him in. He's going to play great in that left tackle role. You got that stable running backs. They just keep Breeder's gone. You got Mozart, and you got McKinnon finally back from injury. Jimmy G's not going to have to do much. Those running backs are really going to set it up for him. It's a great scheme if it's run right, and to Shanahan's credit, they run it perfectly.
Chris, your thoughts?
I gotta say the Niners, man. Like, I think they're gonna have probably a really good year this year. I think they're gonna make the playoffs again with some great players on the offense and defense. And I also think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be 7th in the NFL in passing yards this year.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I really think Jimmy G steps it up this year after those questions that are coming into this year with the whole Emmanuel Sanders fiasco in the Super Bowl. I really think Jimmy G answers the bell this year. I think he has a great year.
So you think a lot of the struggles last year were a little fluky?
Yeah, Jimmy G, coming off that injury, he was great, but not the level we saw him before the injury. I think he gets back to that pre-injury form this year, especially in his second year in this Kyle Shanahan offense. And as I was mentioning earlier, that stable of backs, they really make life easy for Jimmy Garoppolo. They're a run-first team, very similar to the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers last year. He's not going to have to make a lot of plays, but when he's called to make those plays, he has to deliver.
Well, this NFC West is looking like it's going to be a really fun division, and it all starts today when the Niners and the Cardinals face off. Chris, I'd like to know your score prediction before we hop into this action.
I am going to say 38-17 Niners. I think this offense is going to go off in this game. The defense is going to be very stellar. I do see the Niners giving up 14 out of their 17 points in the first half and then completely shutting the Cardinals down in the second half.
Right.
Yeah, similar to him, I give the Cardinals a little more leeway. I got 35-28 Niners. At the end of the day, I think they're just outcoached by Shanahan. I think that offense is just too dynamic, and the defense makes enough stops to get the job done.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. We absolutely cannot wait to get back to football, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to send you straight out to the action. It's Niners and Cardinals right up next. And for Zach Simonson and Chris Linney, I'm Andrew Simonson, and we will see you at the half.